Hi, God's One people. How are you guys doing? I hope all of you guys are doing well. I'm doing fine by the grace of God. Just put the kid to sleep, and I decided to come and share with you this something that has been in my head all day today before I hit the bed myself. So today I was watching this series that is called Criminal Mind. For those who don't know it, that series is pretty much about serial killers. So there's these people that kill and FBI, arrest them and stuff like that. And this particular episode was about this singer that was singing rock and roll, and his manager, we asked him to start to dress up like Dracula just to grow his fame, okay, and also he will go far. His manager will go far. He will start to kill his his fans to make it seem like his music was so powerful that those girls start to die, right? Which was kind of weird to me because I was like, why? To show that your music is powerful, people has to start to kill themselves, or people has to start to act on it. Like, I mean, I guess that is the world that we're living in. That is why it is very important to be careful in the music that we are listening anyway. But anyway, and that is not really the point. But yeah, so so when the FBI got the case of all those young ladies dying, they link it to that singer because all those young ladies, they were like super fans of that singer. So they had to arrest the singer because they thought that it was him that was killing. But it was not him, it was his manager. But even himself, he didn't know that his manager was doing that, to make him grow in his fame and stuff like that. But then the FBI figured out that it wasn't him at the end. They knew that it was the manager, so they had to release the singer and then arrest the manager. And there's something that that singer said at the end. He said that at first, the only thing I wanted to do was music. But I don't know at what point only music wasn't enough anymore. And when he said that, it's really like ring a bell in my head. I was like, that is exactly what is going on nowadays with our churches, our pastors, our servants of God. I'm over here wondering, all those pastors that like to do extra stuff, all those proms they like to do, all those dressing, all those music, all those hairstyle, all those things that they are doing to attract the world to God by acting like the world. I'm over here wondering at what point only the word of God wasn't enough anymore. At what point that we have to act like the world to attract the world to God. At what point we have to behave in a certain manner which is not biblical just because we want to attract the world to God. At what point just preaching the word of God, at what point just preaching the Bible wasn't enough anymore. Why we have to do all those extra stuff to attract people to God. Many servants of God, many preachers and many women of God, like many churches pretty much, I'm sure in the beginning, all those people, they just wanted to preach the word of God, but it looks like at some point they felt like the word of God wasn't enough anymore. So they start to do all those extra stuff. So many of them start to think that to attract people to God, they have to live like the world, they have to dress like the world, they have to talk like the world, they have to do all this extra stuff to attract people. But they don't know that they are going actually far away from God. And the only thing that can save people is the Word of God. The only thing that can change the heart is the Word of God. If you start to think that the Word of God is not enough anymore, it means that you start to think that you can change people. You can, it's not about God anymore. It's now about you. And I'm like, this is just what is happening nowadays in our churches. Only the Word of God is not enough anymore. Looks like it. But it shouldn't be the case, because the only thing that can change people is the Word of God. The only things that can, deliver people is the Word of God. It's not all those extra stuff that people are doing. We don't have to act like the world to attract the world to God. Only the Word of God is enough. And those pastors, they don't understand, or those preachers, they don't understand. But by doing so, they are going far away from God without even realizing it. And I think it's time to wake up and to come back to the world, to the Word. I'm sorry, to come back to the Word, because the only thing that can change hearts, the only thing that can bring people to God is His Word, the Bible. Only the Bible is enough. Not all those prompts, not all those, flashing lights, not that. Not all those big hall. No, the only thing that can change people is the Word of God. The Word of God is enough. All the extra stuff, it's not going to do anything. At what point the Word of God wasn't enough anymore? That is a question that really I keep on turning in my head all day today. Why they have to do all those extra stuff? Why? At what point the Word of God, only the Bible, wasn't enough anymore? It's time to come back to the Bible. May God bless you. Dream and stay in the race. Good night.